Alright, so it has been a minute since we've done one of these videos. Today we're going to be looking at the worm. This is a fit that I'm going to try and attempt to run tier 2s in. It's an alpha friendly fit. Today we're probably just going to run it in a tier 1. Kind of get a feel for it. More accustomed to running a fit that can kind of face tank all the damage. Like the Gila, you really don't have to do any special piloting or anything. It's kind of an easy fit for running abyssals, especially in like tier 4s or tier 5s. And this will probably take a little more finesse, being that our tank is relatively small. So the fit's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Your high slots, you're going to have 3 Arbalest compact light missile launchers. Load those up with Caldari Navy Scourge light missiles. They do give you a 37-kilometer flight range, which is, if I'm not mistaken, further than the targeting range. Yeah, by 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer further. So if you can target it, you can missile it. In the mids, you've got a small shield booster 2, Republic Fleet small shield extender, Republic Fleet small cap battery, and probably the most expensive module on the fit is a Coreli A-type 5 meganewton Microwarpdrive, which will give us a velocity of nearly 3,000 meters per second, as long as we can stay away from anything that has warp scram. In the lows, 2 drone damage Amplifier 2s, and for your rigs, you are going to need a small capacitor control circuit 2, small EM shield reinforcer 2, and a small thermal shield reinforcer 2. And that has our shield resistances looking pretty decent. For your cargo, just need those Caldari Navy Scourge light missiles, and our filaments. We are going to need 3 COM exotic filaments. Now I do believe if we had different missile types and different drone types where we could deal different damages, I do believe this thing will run probably almost anything. I'm not sure about dark filaments, especially at a tier 2 level, but any of your other filaments, you should be good, I think. We're going to run these in exotic. So drone bay, you're going to want 2 Caldari Navy Hornets and 2 Hornet IIs. You can fit 3, but you definitely want 2 at least. Alright, so let's take this thing out. We're going to run it through a tier 1, kind of see how it goes, see how we feel as far as getting into a tier 2. So we have that new Lumine Polaris skin on this thing. It looks pretty sharp. Yeah, so we're definitely flying in style. We will explode in style if that is what the situation calls for. But this thing looks good. Liking that skin. So we're also using Triglaive Preview Abyss Tracker. So far, the only wonky thing I can really see today is that the stats, the daily stats, did not reset from yesterday. So we'll see if that resets after we add another one. So we are already in standing fleet, so we don't have to form fleet with ourselves. And we're off. 20 minutes on the clock, Alex. Oh, this should be interesting. We have quite a few here. I'm gonna orbit the bioadaptive cache at like 6,000 meters. We can try to keep up some of our speed. Let's try to target this Damavik first. Not gonna let us. There we go. We want to definitely get him out of the picture. So far, our speed tank is looking solid. Haven't got a single bit of damage on us. Damavik's down. We are primarily going for the biocommutative or bioadaptive caches. We're not really worry about anything else. I believe we'll make more ISK per hour if we are just running these as fast as we can. .9 mil. All right, so far so good. Going pretty smooth. Do the same thing here, maybe 0.5. Got a Kikimora and a Damavik. Let's take out the Damavik first. We're taking damage though. Have to keep an eye on our drones because it looks like they are taking most of the attention here. Oh no, we're looking solid. Chip definitely makes for quick runs. Honestly, I would have liked to seen the run be below 5 minutes. Or I'd probably come out at about 7. This looks like a replay of our first one. Got 2 Damaviks. Alright, let's see how we did. 5 mil profit. And we are still not reset as far as the daily runs and the daily stats, but that's okay. That'll reset it. So can't be too upset out of a preview website. 7-minute run duration, 5 million loot. So if we run the math on those numbers, 60 minutes in an hour, divide that by the 7 minutes it takes to run one, we're gonna have just about 8.5 runs. And you multiply that by the 5 million that you're gonna earn into those. Make sure you get the right amount of zeros. And it looks like it's going to put you pretty close to 43 mil an hour. And that's not taking into consideration any bountiful runs you might get. It would definitely be higher in a tier 2, I mean, obviously. And I feel pretty sure it could run one. But I do want to get a little bit more accustomed to the ship, run it in a few more tier 1s. I actually just went and picked up the most abyssal filaments I've ever picked up. I picked up 100 tier 1 exotic filaments simply because it was the only ones listed in my nearby market, and I figured if we're going to be doing these videos, we should probably have some filaments. It'd probably help. So we've got 100 of those, and I feel like running a few more definitely wouldn't hurt before we jump into tier 2s. So that's probably how we'll do that. And most likely that'll be our next stage test. So till the next video, guys, fly safe.